Hello everyone, today we're going to learn how to choose a racket suitable for beginners. Okay, so there are really four things I look out for in choosing a racket. Okay, number one, a racket has to be 27 inches. Okay, anything shorter, 26 and below, they are for junior players, for kids. So the one thing you want to look, the very first thing you want to look out for is racket length 27 inches. Okay, number two, what I would look out for is the weight. Okay, a lot of people here play badminton, and in badminton they want to get a really light racket, so they come into tennis and say, hey, I should get a very light racket. Not necessarily true. Okay, let me give you a good range. For ladies, you generally want to get about 250 to 270 grams. For men, we look at 280 grams to about 300 grams. Thereabouts would work for beginners. Okay, number three, head size. Okay, I personally use this racket. It's about 98 square inches. Okay, so a good guide would be about 95 to 100 square inch racket head. You don't want to get a racket that is like, super big. I mean, yes, you will hit the string more, but it will be a bit awkward if you're trying to really get a proper swing going. I'll explain that later. Okay, number four is the grip size. Okay, let me get closer. Okay, we want to get a racket grip, a racket handle grip that has some space right here between your fingers and the fleshy part of your thumb. Okay, you don't want to get a racket like it's super big, you have so much space, because you can't really grip onto it. Neither do you want to get a racket handles that's so so small that you end up like kind of just crushing it. Okay, so about 4 1/4 is a grip size. You can tell any shopkeeper. 4 1/4, 4 3/8. Get a feel on it. As long as it fits your palm, you're good to go. Okay. Okay. Bonus tip. This is what I personally will look out for after I've settled the first four. Is racket balance. Okay, let me give you an example. My racket, if you put your finger right here, you can see that the head is up. Okay, so this is what we call a head light racket. Okay, let me give you another example. Another racket, you see, it's even. This is what we call even balanced racket. And the last racket balance type I personally will not recommend is this. Okay, this is called head heavy. Okay, generally heavier the head, more power you can get from the racket. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Say, hey, isn't that a good thing? I mean, yes, if you're slightly more senior, you can't generate your own racket head speed. But I personally, if you're really trying to up your game, most power should come from technique rather than just your racket. Also, subconsciously, if your racket gives you so much power, you will not dare to swing. You won't dare to swing fully, so you just swing, touch, boom, it's going to fly. That will happen. So remember, stay away from the head heavy racket. Okay? Okay, recap. 4 things and 1 bonus tip. Remember, first thing, racket has to be 27 inches for adult rackets. Okay. Second thing is head size. Make within a range about 95 to 100 square inch. Is good enough. Okay. Third will be weight. Okay. Weight for ladies, I guess the magic number we're looking at is 270 grams. So about 250 to 270 grams for ladies. Men, you're looking at above 270 grams, so about 280 to 300 grams would be perfect. Okay, and remember, grip is the next one. As long as it's comfortable, you have some space between your fingers and the fleshy part of your palm. And the last one, this is really up to preference. I like the headlight. I got many of my good friends like the even as well. Okay, right at the start, I won't let my preference influence you. Just pick a racket that's nice, that's comfortable with, and really just start to play. Okay, I won't go too deeply into the strings, the balance even further, because that's not important of that. The most important thing are your tangibles, your technique, your decisions on court, how you play, how you spin, how you overcome every different kind of player. Okay, so I hope you learned a lot today on how to choose an appropriate beginner tennis racket, and you're one step closer to being a full-fledged tennis player. I'll see you in the next one.